I'm Carol Reynolds, and it's my pleasure to be here with Mr. Kevin Poelking, who is going to be bringing us in our next concert at the Dallas Winds a brand new fanfare. Crazy, wonderful thing that this competition exists with the Dallas Winds that brings premieres every single concert.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I remember I got the email a few weeks ago, and I was so excited. My wife actually saw the email first, and she was like, um, "Just so you know, I have some good news for you." Broke the news to me. I was like, "Oh, this is it. We have to go to this." So I'm really, really excited about it.
Well, tell me how. Okay, this fanfare pre-exists though. You had this fanfare put together, and tell me about it. It's got a beautiful title. Even just the title makes me happy. Tell us about it.
Sure. Well, I'm glad because that's a little bit of the intention, actually. Actually, this fanfare, I entered last year into the competition, no dice. This year, a much better story for me. So I actually wrote this fanfare specifically for this competition. I once I saw the ad for it on, I think I saw it on Facebook, on the Dallas Winds Facebook. I said, "Oh, this would be a lot of fun to do." And this fanfare came along, and it actually came to my head really quickly. I was like, all right, a fanfare. Let me think about that. And sometimes it's a struggle for me to get going. This one, the beginning section kind of popped into my head almost immediately. I was like, wow, this is great. I just started writing right away. From there, I kind of like as I went through this piece of music was a lot less planned than I normally have. I normally sit down and I write out, here's where this music's going to go from here, and I kind of just let it kind of run its course inside my head. And as it continued to this kind of slower, more somber section that's maybe just a contrast to what the music began as. And as I was writing this, I was like, this character is just so different. It's more somber, more pensive. And I was kind of thinking, like, what is this? And a lot of times, as I'm writing music, I'm thinking at the same time, what does this mean beyond just the notes on the page? And as I was going through it, it kind of seemed as though this opening section was some sort of celebration. So what is it celebrating? And I thought about this second section being just kind of slower and almost not quite sad, but just more kind of in remembrance. And I kind of thought to myself, this is really, really similar to how I feel when I go through something that's very difficult, but knowing on the other side of it that things are going to be better. Like I'm going to be a better composer. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to be a better teacher because of this experience. So that's kind of what that second section is a little bit. So again, the theme from the beginning comes back at the very end, and it's even more in celebration than the beginning. In fact, I think I wrote that at the top of the score at the end, in celebration.
Ah.
In just showing that set, like all of this kind of like less exciting, less fun stuff that I had to go through, it's made this experience even better. And I think it's very similar to the experience that I'm having with the Dallas Winds with this competition, in that as a composer, you sit a lot and you go through and you're like, is this piece any good? Am I any good? Like a lot of self-doubt and things like that. And to go through that made me a better writer. It honed my skills a lot. And to have kind of a nice kind of feather in your cap of victory of, I get to share this music with everyone in Dallas in a few weeks. It's just a really, really cool, really special experience, and kind of brought the whole thing together. So the composition is entitled Fanfare for a New Day, just knowing this is a new day, a new beginning, everything like that.